3.
Are we doing this?
Which way are we waving?
I don't know.
This way? So,
This way?
Other way down. Get your other arm. With your left arm.
Yeah.
There we go.
1.
Hello!
Welcome back to our next video.
And if you forgot who we were, we are SVC
2.
DCP.
Woo! Oh yeah. So Brinker, what we getting into?
Oh, so
What are we doing today?
this time we're gonna do the DCP tag. They have there's a couple questions, and so we're just gonna answer them.
Yeah,
That's how it's gonna go.
So shout out to my mom for SodaStream Soda.
Yeah,
on
they're
set.
very good.
We
Super
love
refreshing.
you, Mom. Thanks, Mama. Even though I see you right over there, I see you, girl. I heard about the program from this guy in the middle.
Me
He
too.
is he's the experienced guy of the group. He is our alum, and he went his junior year, and I had class with him, and he was telling me about all these different things that he's gonna do, and I was so excited, and I really wanted to. I didn't know how to get into Disney, so I really just wanted to follow in his footsteps. And now I'm here today. So that's so awesome. So this guy in this middle.
Thanks, Brick.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Brinker.
Glad I could help. I heard about the program. Oh gosh, probably like 6th grade. I don't know.
Sixth grade.
I've known about it for
Such a youngin.
No, I've known about it for a long time, and then I knew it was something I wanted to do, but I didn't know when the time, like the best time to do it. So it just happened my junior year. It was just a good time to do it. So, and now I'm doing it again with these guys.
I heard about the program through Brinker, of course. When I started my freshman year at St. Vincent, I knew that there was a school in Disney, but I didn't know what kind of school. So I later found out that it was a college program through Brinker, and then I was talking to Dell and Brinker in our student center, and they talked about the program. I was like, why not do it? So I applied, and here we are.
So I'm going to talk about the application phase, and I think the application phase is so important because you have to make sure on your application that you are one of the perfect fits for Disney. So whenever I was going through it, I was thinking of every work experience I've had that would be so beneficial for the program and how I can be successful with Disney. So whenever I did it, I did the application process with Brinker in our shack area. As soon as it dropped on the day, I think it was January 22nd, it dropped or something like that.
I think it was around that. Yeah.
It was around that time, and we were sitting in the shack, and we were. It probably took me about an hour just to even send the application in because I just wanted to make sure it was perfect. So
I helped him with it.
he helped me big time. The alum of the group has always helped me big time.
So after the application process, you wait until you get a web-based interview, and it's basically kind of like a questionnaire kind of thing to see if you're fit for Disney. And it basically will ask you questions like, I'm always on time, and things like that. But it'll ask you the question multiple times in different ways. You'll do like most likely to least likely, and you want to use those two as your most answered, because if you put neutral, I mean, I did neutral for maybe like one question, but like Disney wants you to be completely honest, so neutral's just kind of like you don't really know. So yeah, be honest in your web-based interview. I know that there's people out there saying like, oh, do what Disney would want you to do, but no, don't do that. Because, they want to have the perfect cast members to work for the program, and if you aren't honest with your answers, you're probably going to be miserable at certain times because you weren't honest. So.
Very true.
So the next part of your process through the application is the phone interview. So that one, you schedule a time. You'll get a little email after you pass your web-based interview. And Del Brinker and I all scheduled ours for the same day. So we all had it on the same day within like a half hour of each other. So I believe, Brinker, you went first?
No, I was last.
You were last. Oh, I went 1st,
Mhm.
and then it was Del, and then it
I went
was Michael. So we all went through it basically together. So one was in the interview, and then the next one, and the next one. So in that actual phone interview, what you want to do is just kind of have, you can look up the answers. Some of them you can find online on different other DCP blogs or blogs. So you can kind of look at those questions and interview yourself. We interviewed each other every week.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
So we were really prepared whenever the interviewer was asking us a question. Even if it was an identical one, we had an idea of what was going to happen next. So if you're honest, like Brinker said, you're just super honest with your questions, and when you answer them, be personal with them. So don't be general like, yes, I can do that. Be more specific and use examples of times that you have an example of that kind of question that they're asking. Be honest, be open, and just have fun with it. More than likely, your interviewer is gonna have fun with you. I laughed with mine a lot, and also ask a question at the end, so you have a piece that you kind of make a connection with them.
Yeah.
So they remember, oh, I remember Carolyn because we talked about this after she answered all of her questions. So make those connections through your interview and be honest and have fun with it.
Make sure to smile too.
Smile while you're
They
talking.
can tell if you're smiling on your phone.
Yeah, during mine, I actually had a picture of all the princesses making goofy faces, so I would remember to smile.
I know. That's so funny.
Yeah, it was really cool because then there was like Cinderella and Rapunzel all making funny faces. So it definitely reminded me to smile during that process.
Yeah. That's so cool. So, I was the first one to find out that I was accepted, and I was accepted on February 12th. And how fitting I was accepted when our school was hosting Disney Week. It was the start of Disney Week, and I was accepted, and I was sitting in Spanish class. It's kind of funny. And for our Spanish class, we got to take like a 5 to 10 minute break during the middle of it, so like we could actually relax. I felt my phone vibrate, and I was like, they might be dropping. They might be dropping today. So I look at my phone, and all it says is congratulations. And I run out to the hallway. I'm tearing up. I'm crying. Not like too bad because I'd still go back to class. But I was still tearing up. I called my mom, called my Mima and Pat, let them know the big news, and they were so happy for me. And I was, it's still indescribable of how exciting this opportunity is. So I'm so pumped. This is so awesome.
I found out literally the next day. It was like 4 o'clock, something. Because you were in the he was in the office. And I was in my art class that I absolutely hate. It was awful. So, because I would leave.
Yeah, he would just
sometimes.
He would just leave class.
Sometimes 20 minutes.
They would just leave class to go to the office to talk. I was like, oh my gosh, aren't you in class?
He would leave, be in our student center for probably about like 20 minutes, just chilling, getting a coffee.
Yeah. And I'd be like, sorry, I'm back. I had to go to the bathroom.
I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. You know, have like thoughts in the bathroom. I don't know.
Yeah, true.
Okay, but anyways, off topic. I got the email during when I left, and I immediately ran straight to Dell because he was the first person I saw. So I was so excited. I was getting so nervous because I was like, oh no, like they're done for the day, and then they started, accepting more people.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I found out. I think wasn't it this?
It was the same day as me, but
all
all
of us were
later.
the same day. Mine, it was much later in the evening. I had actually gone off campus, so I was driving back with my sister in the car, and I was looking for a place to park because our parking area was super crowded. So I was driving through the parking lot, and I get a little buzz on my phone. I was like, please let this be the email. And I look at it, and all it says is, Disney recruiting, congratulations. So I immediately slammed on the brakes and I was shaking and I started crying and my sister was in the car. She's like, did you get it? Did you get it? It's like, I got it. So I'm crying and I'm like, okay, wait, I'm still in the middle of a parking lot. So I drove around and finally found a spot and I put everything in park and I started crying. My sister gave me a hug and then I read the whole email, like partially. I just skimmed it because I was so excited. And then I called my parents, told them, and then I called my pap, and I told him that I got into the program, and it was a really exciting moment. And then I went into the building, and I was actually able to tell all of my leadership team and my supervisor and you guys. So it was a really exciting moment.
I eventually told my family later because I was in class. I couldn't go. But even though I was out of class, because I had to go to the bathroom.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
So my role is custodial, and we don't know yet what parks we'll be or resorts we'll be at.
No.
But whenever I was in the interview process, my roles that I wanted were custodial because I do have a cleaning background, attractions, character attendant, children's activities. That was like my top 4. Like if I had to pick one of those 4, it'd be those 4. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't talk.
You're good.
But yeah, I'm the custodial, and like Brinker says, everyone's custodial.
Yeah.
He taught us that everyone is custodial, and I'm so excited.
We were when I think it was either welcome to operations or something, one of the like orientation things you have to do when you do the program. But they're like, who all here is custodial? And like there was like a couple hands, and everyone's like, everyone's hand should be up. You all clean up.
All of us.
All of us. All of us are custodial.
So my role is attractions. It was one of my top roles. I did it partially on my last program.
What attraction?
Toy Story Mania.
That's such a fun
Yeah, I learned so many hidden secrets on that ride. So if you
Stay
tuned
for
secrets. Yeah, to get higher points. But also attractions consist of main entrance. I also worked at main entrance at Blizzard Beach. So when you come in, the turnstiles and you scan your magic band. So yeah.
My role is merchandise. So I'm really excited to be working that because I've never worked in any merchandising before. My top roles before I found out what I got were the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, which would have been super cute. So I'm excited for those who get that. The other ones I wanted were front desk, attractions, and then I also really wanted merchandise because there's the merchantainment aspect of that role. So you get to kind of play with all of the things that Disney sells. I want to play with bubble wands, all the pillow pets. It's going to be so cool. So I'm excited to talk with the parents, the kids, and everyone who's attending to get kind of those extra fun things.
Yeah.
Hey, Roomie.
Hi, how you doing?
So, I knew as soon as I was accepted that I wanted to live with this kid. He's my best friend. Love this kid. But
so are you, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. But we have 4 other roommates. Shout out to Josh, Marcus, Kyle, and Chris. We found them through the Facebook pages, and we actually have a group message now.
OG DCP roomies.
100. Yeah, that's what we are. So we found them. We found all our roommates through Facebook. Marcus initially messaged me about possibly rooming. He had Kyle already. I had Michael, and us 4 joined together. We were already in a group message. And then I found Josh, and then Marcus found Chris.
Yeah.
So me and Marcus, shout out to Marcus Hansen. We found we found all of our roommates, and we are trying to live in Vista Way, and we are so ready to get down there and finally to meet each other.
Yeah.
And because our group message is pretty awesome, so I can't wait to actually see us in person, how we act with each other. So
Oh, side note, we decided to do roommate gifts.
Yeah,
I know
we
it's a
did.
girl thing,
Yeah.
but
We
we're
did.
gonna
We're
break
I'm
that.
so excited.
We're
yeah,
doing
we're
it.
gonna doing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're
I already
doing
got mine.
Mine's in the works.
What?
Ooh. I'm just excited.
No, mine's in the works right now. I will give a sneak peek. Mine is custom made. I'll just say that.
Oh my gosh! Now I feel bad.
So, well, listen. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
That we're gonna have to find out on moving day.
Okay.
Secrets.
I found my roommates also on the Facebook page. I was messaged by a girl named Michaela, who is super sweet, and then we were talking, and they love vines and memes, so I'm like all for it. So I talked with her, and she's like, all right, let me talk to the other girls. So I got put into a group message with everyone, so it's Michaela, Mary, Bianca, Maggie, and Sarah, and they're all super sweet, and we all just really clicked. Our group message is a Hot Mess Express, which is very accurate, and I love it.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Hot Mess Express. Which I've been all my life, so I'm really excited to be with other girls who are also hot messes. And then I'll be rooming with Bianca, and I'm really excited for the experience to meet all of them when we're down there. We already have all the food that we're going to eat is planned. We're going to go to all of the resorts and eat there. So I'm super excited to meet all of the girls and have a blast.
Family.
I think we're all going to miss our families so much because we're going to be away, especially during the holiday seasons. But we're going to, hopefully our families make the trip down to see us during these times of year. And I know from the bottom of my heart, even though they're right across the room over there, I'm going to miss them so much. I love my fam, and I know they always got my back, so.
Yeah, I'm really gonna miss my family. But I think having done a program before, I kind of already had experience of
Ready for it.
So
Yeah.
I think I'm a little bit more prepared this time going in because I found out how to just handle missing your family.
True.
I would call my mom. I don't know, once or twice a day.
Don't worry. I'll be the same way.
Shout out
Same
to
way.
all
Yeah.
our moms.
Yeah.
Shout out the mamas.
They're the heroes.
I'm also obviously going to miss my family. I had a realization the other day. It was Father's Day, and I realized that I wouldn't be around to see my dad or my mom on Christmas and my brother and sister, so I'm definitely going to miss them. But thank goodness for FaceTime because they won't be too far away. And I'm also going to miss, like, my other families, like my St. Vincent family. Got really
True.
close to, so I'm going to miss everyone there.
Shout out to all our St. Vincent
Yeah.
followers. We love you.
Family.
SVC fam.
SVC fam. We
We
love
love
y'all.
you.
I'm also kind of going to miss Ito Hibachi.
Oh, Ito!
Their sushi is so
Oh
good.
my God.
I'm going to miss out a lot, so we need to find a sushi place ASAP once we get down.
A's.
Spicy Santa.
That's the best sushi roll. I'm really going to miss it. I can't talk about it anymore.
Tiny roll of love.
Bearing gifts. Oh, are we doing this? Bearing gifts under the tree.
My stomach is full. It's a little poem we wrote, a haiku, perhaps,
Yep.
about the spicy Santa roll at Ito. So shout out to Ito.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to our families.
Okay.
My favorite park is Magic Kingdom, but specifically I love Tomorrowland about Magic Kingdom because one of my favorite attractions is Space Mountain. And I just love, especially at nighttime at Tomorrowland, I love like all the bright colors and like it just like the feel that it gives that like is so futuristic. It's just an awesome experience to be like endured in. I think that's the word. But like that's my favorite part. Love Magic Kingdom. I'm a classic guy, so Magic Kingdom for sure.
Also Magic Kingdom for me. But there's a slight second for Hollywood Studios because I work there and it has a special place in my heart. I specifically like Frontierland because my favorite attraction is Splash Mountain.
Yes.
I will ride that
Splash Mountain.
constantly, like if I could, just like over and over and over.
No, sorry. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
I'm
go
sorry.
For another
I'm in my happy
another
place
ride.
right now.
Oh.
Aw. parkers in the
Everybody's got a happy place. That's my happy place.
Wow.
Gosh, my
You're
heart
a
is,
jerker.
Sorry.
my heart is melting.
Having a zippity doo all day.
Wow, my heart.
Sorry.
My favorite park is also Magic Kingdom. I feel like whenever you walk through the gates, you get your little magic band scan, you go through, you see the train station,
And you
and
cry.
you just feel like you're at home. You walk under the tunnels, and it's just, the Main Street is there, you smell the popcorn, you smell all the wonderful things they have going on there, and it's just like you're home again.
Yeah, very
And then you see the
Very
castle
true.
off in the distance, but you don't see it right away.
And
So
then
you
you cry
walk
some
around,
more.
and then you see it, and that's a really cool feeling.
It's one of the
that-
best views.
Unpack.
First thing I want to do when I get there. The first thing I want to do when I get moved in is going back to the roommates. Probably just meeting my roommates in person for the first time and building the connections with all my fellow DCP participants that I am getting to meet. And I just want to meet as many people as I can. So just that first day, just putting myself out there and saying, "Oh, hey, I'm Del, and I'm ready to meet everybody. I love everybody." So I'm just honestly but meeting my roommates is the first thing I want to do and build that connection with them first because I'll be living with them for the next 4 to 5 months.
Yeah.
So, oh, hey, roommate.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Mine's the same thing. Whenever I moved in for my program last time, literally we sat down and we just like introduced ourselves to each other, and then I think we played Cards Against Humanity.
I am also looking forward to meeting my roommates. One of the first things I do there. So meeting them and then going to embark on our food journey. That's probably what I'm excited most about. So kind of getting to sit down, know everyone, get a little closer with everyone, and then go eat some good
I also want
Disney
our
food.
roommates to meet each other. Like,
Yeah,
I want
Yeah.
our
a
parents to meet each
crossover.
other. And I think from what I'm hearing, we're about to be a lit group of
Yeah,
people.
it's gonna
So
be great.
I'm pretty excited. It's just gaining the knowledge of how Disney works as like a corporation and a business because my ultimate goal is to work for Disney full time. I have many different routes I want to go with it, so I haven't narrowed it down yet. So I'll keep that a mystery. So, but Disney is where I want to be for the rest of my life. So getting to know the ins and outs of the company through this program is the biggest thing I want to take away. So.
My goal is also to work at Disney full time. I'm not sure exactly where I want to go. Maybe something with recruiting or something. But I'm hoping to gain more like networking experience because I didn't really do that in my last program. You know, just try to get to know your leaders, your managers, your coordinators, because they could help you, get in with the company
Definitely.
further. Because it's my ultimate goal, and I want to make magic every day.
Aww. One thing I want to take away, if for some chance I would be able to work for Disney someday, that would be awesome. But my goal and the thing I want to take away most is a little bit more of self growth and kind of growing into more of who I am and who I'm going to be. So I'm really excited for that independence and getting to know everyone, of course, but also getting to know myself a little bit more through the program.
Follow us, like our page, subscribe to us,
Yeah.
SVC2DCP, and we are so honored that you guys listen to us
Yes.
and subscribe to us. And
Tell
we
your
love
friends.
you. Tell everyone you know about
Yes.
us. So, yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks
Yeah.
for watching.
Check back in and hopefully another few weeks or so.
Yeah.
For sure.
All
See
right.
ya.
Bye.
Bye.